morning, wanderers, and welcome back to the channel. Since my Ripmo Ripley comparison video did so well, I'm going to do another gear review, and this is something I have really struggled with. I like to push myself when I mountain bike. I like to kind of find that line, and sometimes I cross it, and when I cross it, I bang up my knees. So I have been on the search and spending hundreds of dollars over the last year and a half trying to find the perfect knee pad that I can wear all day long pedaling. So with that in mind, let's get into all of these different knee pads and see which ones are best for you. So the first knee pads that I got were these bad boys right here. The Launch D30, or I think it's actually D30, but I call it D30 knee pads. Now these are marketed as an enduro kind of downhill knee pad. They have the D30 material in them. This is a very cool material that Fox makes. It's very pliable and malleable, and it almost feels like a soft gel, but when you hit it, it instantly hardens, which protects you on impact. So it's a really cool technology that they used. This has a D30 insert right from like here to here on the knee. And then it also has some extended foam padding on the sides to protect the sides of the knees as well as up here. And then the big thing that I liked is it has this one right here, which protects your shin. For any of you that ride with flat pedals with the spikes, you know what I'm talking about with the shin guard. So when I was looking for my first knee pad, I really wanted one with a shin guard because I had just gone to the flat pedals. So these are what I started with. Those were all of the pluses. Downside, it's a little expensive. These were 110 bucks. Sometimes you can find them on sale, but I think I paid retail for these ones. The real downside to these for me was comfort. So this one is not a sleeve style that you slip and pull on. It has these loop and hooks in the back, and it has 3 of them. The problem for me was this middle strap. The middle strap would sit on the back of my knee, and as I was pedaling, it would just wear on my knee, and I had to take them off because I would get like, it would rub it almost raw. In order to combat that, I did get, I don't even have it with me, Pearl Izumi, like it was like a leg sleeve for sun that you would put over your leg and then put the knee pad over that so it wasn't right on my skin. That helped, but they still just weren't that comfortable all day long. Another big plus about these ones with the hook and loop and not the slide on sleeve style is that you can put these on and take them off with your mountain bike shoes on. You don't have to take your shoes on or off to get at these ones. So this is where I started. I still do wear these when I do lift service downhill. So if I'm going to be riding a lift and I'm not going to be pedaling too much and I don't got to worry about that wear on the back of my knee, these are still my go-to guys. After I decided I needed a new pair from the Launch D30 knee and shin, I was in Bentonville biking with some buddies, and he had an extra pair of these Gform Rugged Pro knee pads. Now, these a couple of my friends were wearing. They seemed to really like them. They were very comfortable, so I decided to give them a shot. These are marketed from Gform as being like their most rugged knee pad, so they're supposed to have anti-tearing and anti-rip. They call this their Armor Trex or Tex padding, which just kind of sounds weird to me. It sounds like it should be like an armored up T-Rex, but that's what they're calling it. Much like the Fox D30, this is supposed to be malleable and then harden on impact. I guess when I just impact it with my hands, I don't feel it getting hard like I do the D30. I've never taken a hard crash on these, so I'm not really sure about that. Plus side to these is they were fairly comfortable. They have this back here that is all mesh that is very good. It's a compression sleeve, which is very good for venting heat. So these were fairly comfortable, but my problem with these ones is that I couldn't get this calf strap tight enough to prevent these from slipping. So while they were comfortable, I would constantly have to be stopping like every mile or so and readjusting and pulling these way up on my thigh and restrapping that. So I think one part that kind of frustrated me that Gform could have done better is the strap that they put here to adhere the Velcro from this to. If they would have just kept putting this all the way along the front so you could wrap this and get it tighter, these might have worked for me. Also, it's possible that these might just have been a little bit big for me. Typically I've been a large in a lot of knee pads, but these were just a little bit too big. I didn't have the opportunity to try a medium, but maybe the medium would have fit better. But these were number 2. Not a bad knee pad at all. I wore these for quite a while before I started to look again for another set. These retail at $79.99. However, pretty much every time I've looked for them online, I can find them on sale for like 50 bucks. So plus side to these over these is it's about half of the cost. So I'll keep these as a backup pair just in case I need them. But don't worry, we're getting to the pair that I found that I really like. Which brings me to my third pair of knee pads that I tried. So after grabbing the pair from my buddy, I decided that I was gonna do some research. So I went online, started researching different ones that I could get, and a couple different reviews that I had the Dakine Slayer Pro as their #1 rated knee pad. So I'm like, you wanna know what? We're gonna give this a shot. Much like the other ones, it does have a malleable kneecap that provides protection. This one is just always the same hardness. As far as I know, I don't think it gets harder on impact. So it is not quite as malleable as the other ones. These are a size medium. I did go down a size because I was having problems with my other 2, which were sizes large. This one also does have the extra padding on the sides, and it has the same type of thigh strap that the Gforms had. However, this one, as you can see, it goes all the way across the front, allowing you to wrap this and get it a little bit tighter. So I felt like this one stayed in place better. I wore these on 2 rides, and for me, I don't know if it's the wrong size, if it's heat, whatever, the way I pedal, I could not stand these. They were just super uncomfortable. I felt like they were super hot. I just could not wait to get them off. So it does have a mesh backing again for heat and moisture wicking, but for whatever reason I felt like these were super hot when I was biking. Again, I'm looking for a pair of knee pads that I can wear all day long pedaling for 2-3 hours, because quite frankly I never know when I'm gonna fall and they don't do me any good sitting in the truck. So I wanted something that was comfortable that I could wear all day, and these were not it. Which brings me to the last pair that I had. Before I get there, I'll talk one more thing about the Dakine Slayer Pro. Again, kind of spendy. 105 is the MSRP on these guys. I did get them for 50% off, so I'm not sure if I just got lucky and got a good deal, but I did get them for around $50 or $55. So I wasn't out too much money. I'll keep them in case a buddy needs them or sell them at some point, but I'm not wearing them again. So now we are up to Jeffrey spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on his 4th pair of knee pads. Again, did some research. These ones I actually went to the store and tried on a couple times, because again, I was kind of between a medium and a large, and I went with the knee pads that for me have been working great. They're comfortable. I wear them on every ride. I've worn them for up to 1.5 hours or 2 hours. I never have to adjust them. They're cool, they're comfortable, and they provide me with the protection. Drum roll please. The winner in my camp is the Fox D30 knee sleeve. Now these are $84.95. I could not find them on sale anywhere, so I paid retail at them at my local brick and mortar bike shop. This again has the D30 front on it, which hardens on impact. I will say it does not feel as thick or as substantial as the Launch D30, but it's not supposed to be, because this is a downhill enduro and this is kind of like an all-day knee pad. The biggest plus for me with these are they are comfortable. I put them on once and I don't have to adjust them. They're comfortable. I've ridden them for like 1.5 hours or 2 hours and they just stay in place. I don't know what they call it, but they got this silicone dots all the way around the part that wraps around your leg. And for whatever reason, that stuff just sticks to skin and they stay in place. I will say one thing I learned is put that against your skin. If you have your bike shorts and you have your chamois short that comes down to here, don't put this over the chamois shorts so that this is touching fabric. It won't stay in place, it'll slide down. But if it's on your skin, it just stays. These are a size large, so they have been perfect for me. I did try on in mediums and they felt a little bit tight. So for me, for everyday riding, the Fox D30 knee sleeve is what I'm sticking with. They're cool and comfortable. And again, knee pads don't do me any good if they're sitting in the truck or my backpack because I won't wear them. The Launch D30 knee and shin I keep for my downhill days. And there you have it. Hopefully I saved you some money and you got a little bit of a feel of what these knee pads are about. With that being said, get some knee pads, go out there, find your limit, and always progress. Until next time, wander well, my friends, because remember, you only have one life to live.